Good morning. Sorry, we're recording. Good morning. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I am going to do a video on how to set up and start and launch the email that we send out every month regarding all of the CE continuing education classes that we have throughout the whole company. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that through the program called Constant Contact. So let's get started. I'm going to make this small. First thing you do is you launch Constant Contact and you go to constantcontact.com. Then you are going to log in. And I am going to send you privately what the password is, but you are going to, because this video is going up online. So anyway, you're going to log in. And you'll see that it loads, and then sometimes Constant Contact will have a couple of messages regarding some seminars they're having, webinars they're having, work on the program, so forth and so on. Now, I've already done a little bit of this because I just got the idea to record it. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to look at campaigns. It'll show you the recent campaigns, so you can either look through those or you can click this button here that says campaigns, and you will see all of the campaigns. All right, so basically what you're going to do is you are going to look down, and here you can see view all campaigns. You're going to look down here, and what you're looking for is the last month's campaign that we did for the CE classes. So going to be approximately a month ago, and here was the last one we did, 171 hours of CE classes, August 2019. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this button and you're going to click copy, and as I mentioned, I have already done that. When you do that, it creates a copy, and then you just have to rename it. So I've already done that. So if you start a CE email and then you have to come back to it, you're going to log out of Constant Contact, log back in, and here is where we have already started that. So now you'll see I changed the number of hours, I renamed it to September 2019, and it is showing in draft form rather than showing as sent. So when you get back into Constant Contact, you're just going to click on this to be able to edit it. And it will pop up. Give it a minute. All right, then once you're here, you go up here and you can see when I hover my mouse over here, it turns yellow. I click on here and then I can edit it. And that's where I changed it earlier to have X hours of CE, and I changed the date. Then I just hit enter and that saves it. Now you have to edit the header. Again, I've already done this, but it would have said August. So I had to go in here and change that to September. That's the subject line that the people will see when they receive the email. Change the from name, keep it free CE classes, and change that to September. And then I click OK. All right. Then what you do is you come here, you click on this, and you change this. That had said August 2019, and now it says September 2019. Then I click Save. Now, in this there's a couple of main sections. In this main section here, what you do, and in order to edit it, you click in it. So you click in it, and then this would have said X number of hours. So I just changed that with a line so I remember to go back and change it. I changed this to the month that we're getting ready to do the CE email for. And then I do a little commercial for something here, depending on what we have going on. So in September, we have this first annual How to Crush It in Real Estate conference. So I just did a brief blurb about that there with a register here. All of this stays the same. And once I'm done, I click save. Again, I've already done that a little bit. Now you come down here and all right, then down here is where we put the calendar. For this month coming up in September, I did create a new block, again, because we have this really cool conference coming up in September, that I have all the information about the conference there. But that really will go away. And in the future months, that block won't be there. So all you would do is come down and edit this block. So again, what you're going to do is you click here inside this block, and then that gives you the capability to edit it. I've already changed it to say September 2019. Now, this is from the spreadsheet that we do. So I leave the current one there. I put my cursor here and I click enter a couple times to give me some space. Then what I do is I always save it because sometimes if it blinks out, it changes the formatting. But then what I do is I go to the spreadsheet that we have of the classes for the month. And all I do is I copy just the date, the class, the location, and the time. So I put my cursor there, I hold down the shift key and go over here for those blocks. Oh, shoot. I don't have them all. Anyway, then I would go down and collect them all. And then what you do is you go up here to copy. And then I go back here, click in this block again, put the cursor there, and then I hit Control V for paste, and it puts that table in there. Then what you can do is you can move the cursor here and change the lines. I'm sorry, change these column widths to be able to fit everything in there. Then up here you get the gearbox, and you click here, and you click on Table Properties. And I'm going to click this box because I want all the borders, and then I click OK. And then you'll see that you have the table. And then what I do is I try to line it up with the previous one. Then the next thing you do is you have to actually include the hyperlink. So you go online and you go to the calendar, and you scroll down here and you pick whichever calendar you're going to do. Again, right now I'm going to have to redo this because right now all we have is the Greater Atlanta classes, and we need every franchise classes. So at some point you're going to have to use every franchise. But anyway, let's just say we would go on Douglasville. That gets the Greater Atlanta calendar. Click on September. Find the class. Click on the actual registration link. Put the cursor up here, so that's all highlighted. Then I right click and copy, or you can do Control C. Go back here to Constant Contact, and then whichever that course was, you underline that. Click this hyperlink button. Go here to link URL, and then Control V or right click paste. You have to change this color to the hyperlink blue. So I click on the color, click on the hyperlink blue, and then click insert. And then what you're going to do is you're going to save that. And you're going to do that for every class. The other thing that I do is I go here in the very top line, and I center that. So I have that whole top row highlighted. I click the center button, and then I also shade that in here with the shading. I don't know if that'll work. No, don't do the shading because that shades the whole thing. Undo. But I can make it bold. Click bold, and then I'll save that. right, then after you've done a hyperlink for all the classes, and again, I have to go back because I've got to put all of the CE classes for the whole corporation. Then you just look down here. Usually this stuff doesn't change, and it has all the locations and all the information. Then when you're done with everything, you're going to go up here and you're going to click where it says preview. And then you're going to put in your email address here. So you put in your email address and you click send now. And you'll see success was sent. And then I can X out of here. Then if I open up my email, so let me go here and open up email. All right, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your email and you'll see how it looks. So you want to check and make sure the subject line and the topic looks okay. And you click on the email. In this email client, I'm going to go ahead and display the images, make sure everything looks good. And then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll through the whole email, make sure everything looks good. Then you have to check on every single link. So if I click on this hyperlink, it should take me to the event registration for that class. And then you just want to double check and make sure that the event registration does coincide with what the class is. So you're going to check that for every single link. Then when all your links are good, you're going to go back to Constant Contact. And if you have to change the links, you go back in here and change the links. Then you're going to click on continue. And this is where you set it up to actually send out. So add to email list. I'm going to click on this plus sign. And for the big CE email, we send it to every list we have. So I click select all, and then I click save. Then what I do is I'm going to schedule it for later. So I click schedule. I put in the date that I actually want it to go out, and then I put in the time. With this many people that it's going to, it takes a long time. So I'm going to send it out Thursday. I think we'll send it out at 11 a.m. Actually, we're going to send it out in the morning. I'm going to send it out at 7:30 a.m. so that people will hopefully get it prior to going out of town for the weekend. I leave the early results going to Dave. Make sure it says schedule for later. Then you click schedule. And then you will see that it says, then you click on done. You see it is scheduled. We'll be sending on Thursday, August 29th at 7:30 a.m. what it is, and you click on done. Then if something changes and you have to go back and re-edit it, all you're going to do is go back here to campaigns, and now you'll see it says scheduled. And I'm just going to click here and click on unschedule. And now that it's unscheduled, it's back in draft mode. So that is all you do to set up the email to go out. I can't show you anymore because I got to go back and change that chart. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.